Well, good morning. It's a Monday, and I'm hoping to do these Merry Monday videos every Monday before Christmas. So I am going to try to stick to it. But I wanted to give you a sneak peek of a neutral Christmas journal that I'm working on and what I've done so far. And you can send me an email to reserve it. But let me do a quick flip through and show you what I've done so far. I wanted it to be originally completely neutral. And as I was doing it, I'm like, let me add some subtle pinks to it. So it's neutral with pinks. So this is the cover, and it started out to be this card, and see the difference with this card and this. I wanted to take the reds out of it and make it not look so shiny. So what I did is I took the card and I sanded it. So I sanded some of the letters away and sanded off the shiny. And then I knew I wanted it to have some sparkles on the front. So I used this vellum from Michaels. So I used that and I put it over this paper. But what I did with this paper is I made a copy of that paper and toned it down and softened it so it wasn't as red and green. So it's that paper and then the vellum over the top, and then this is avocado dyed paper that I backed the card with. So this is what the front looks like, and then that's the back, and this is embossed soft pink paper. And let's go through it. So this is the front pocket. And this was made from Tim Holtz die pocket, and I embossed it and just filled the pockets with light pinks and added some creams and some sparkles. And then this front is polka dot paper that I don't know if you could see the shimmer. But what I do to get that shimmer, I love Winka Stella. And it just applies just a nice enough shimmer to things. So I filled it with, I have a Christmas tree, then I added some Winka Stella to that candy, ice skates. So it's just filled with pretty pinks and creams. And some of this scrapbook paper, or this kit I got from, scrapbook.com last year. And I'll have to look up the name of that kit. And then over here, this is on some shimmery paper. And I just embossed that with a Christmas tree and added some sparkle. And then I backed it with some lined paper. This here is what I lined my inside spine with, and it's actually ribbon that I got from Michaels, and I loved the colors of it. So I'll show you it. And it actually has wire in it, but you can't tell. And then back here, I believe this is Ruby and Pearl printable, maybe, or chapter 1. And then again, I added my Wink of Stella to the snowflakes. Okay, so that's the inside of the cover. And now we'll do a flip through, a sneak peek of what I have so far in here. Still have work to be done, but you can reserve it if you like. So I have the sari silk here. That. This could be from Ruby or Pearl or chapter 1, I'm not sure. And I think this is from Graphics Fairy. Okay, And so this is a printable that I printed on some typing paper, the thin typing paper that they used to have. So I love how that came out. This came in a kit. I'm not sure if it was Tim Holtz or not. So I backed it with that vellum and then did a line of washi that I have, that's sparkly washi. And I thought it looked really neat and brought out the snow in the photo. This is just layers. Water color paper that I cut out a tree in, and then some mesh, and just pretty layers. And then back here is another embossed paper that I had. And then I had some sparkly paper, and I just cut the tree out in there and added some tulle behind there that had some polka dots. This is a die cut that I use for the month of December. And then I put some German glass glitter around this. I'm not sure if it's showing up. And did like a little pocket there. And it says Evergreens. It's an old book page. And then I put a snowflake in there. And another snowflake. And a lot of this is inspired by Rose Hill Paper Cottage. I love her work, and she's made some neutral journals in the past that I just fell in love with. Again, I think I printed on some typing paper there. Added some bling here to the edge. Sequins border. And this is from an Ideals magazine. I have a little doily that looks like a snowflake there. And then that's the center, and that's one of my printables that I don't even have out there yet. And again, I added my Winkastella here. So I still have lots of work to be done in here, but I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what I've been working on. I even think I have this. I think that would just look pretty there. I'm gonna set that there. Let's see what else I have. The back of here I have not embellished yet. And so that's what I'm working on today. And I'll show you some things I'm working on. And this is just a little tag that I embossed some paper on the top with it's like polka dot embossing folder. And then this is a napkin that I decoupaged on there. And then added that washi tape. And then the back is embossed with some Christmas theme holly. So that's cute. And then I'll show you what I'm working on for my embellishments. I'll set that aside. I saw someone make a Christmas tree out of book pages. And so I grabbed a Reader's Digest book and took some pages out and tried to make my own tree. And I'm gonna show you, I liked it better. And I was debating which star I wanted to put on and stuff. But anyhow, I liked it better before I put the glitter on it and before I glued it down. So I have some different ideas. You tell me which star you would like on there, which one you think looks the best. But this is rose gold glitter that I used. And I'm gonna put the picture up now so you could see what it looked like before I glued it down. and I liked it better before it was glued down. There went some sparkles off of there. Anyhow, that's what I have so far. And I was going to cut out, see how these presents are here on this scrapbook paper. I was going to cut them out and add some different presents to the bottom of the tree. So that's some stuff I'll be working on today. What other embellishments am I doing? I was thinking about turning this into like a little shaker card. So that, and that's just a subtle pink. I have this page that I was going to back with some coffee dyed paper that I did. And then I did some embossing on there. And I was going to add some Braille paper to the bottom of that and turn that into a pocket. So I might work on that now. Then what else? So I had this stocking and I didn't like the colors of this, so I was going to just pull it off. I bought them and they were in a package. I don't know if it was at Hobby Lobby or where, and I was going to decorate this stocking and put that in the journal. Let me show you some other ideas I have. I was going to find a place for these and maybe cut them out or back them with something and have them be little journaling cards, and so they're each embossed on a sheen paper cardstock. And so I just have, you know, different neutral things that I was going to put in there. This maybe I was going to stitch on a tag, and it's like a little calendar for December 1931. This I was going to put in there somewhere. So lots of work still to be done. I love this little scene, so I was going to put that in there. And I believe this could be Tim Holtz, and I was maybe going to find a place for that. Maybe the back somewhere, not sure, or maybe on that page. We'll see. We'll see what we do. And just showing you some work I still need to do. I love this little girl image. So I was gonna back her and turn her into a journal card. I even thought like a little star or something could be really cute on that image, on the like the top of her tree too. Don't like that one, but I do like that, and I maybe even have a smaller star, so I was gonna figure that out. I have this, I stamped some holly on some material, and I was going to maybe pull that and make the edges a little rough and find a place for that in the journal. This I really like. I maybe could be from My Porch Prints, but I wanted to sand it and make it a softer pink. So that I'll probably put in the journal. Same with this, I'm gonna sand calendar. Same with that, I'll sand it to soften it down. This I'm going to sand and soften down too, and back it with, this is a paper bag from Trader Joe's, and so I love the snowflake, so I thought I would back that. And let's see what else. So I just have things just sitting here that I'm thinking about putting in there. So that I'll soften the colors and just random things that still are gonna go in there. And that's about it. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what I'm working on and having fun with. This is a little tag that says Mary, and so I was gonna pop those out and hang that in there somewhere. So I cut those presents out, and I think I like how they look. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of soft pinks, maybe to that poinsettia, and some Wink Stella on there. Okay, so here is the finished Christmas tree. I added those packages at the bottom, just added just touches of pinks, and then some Wink Stella on the star and here on the evergreen. And that's how it looks. And so I'll add it to a page or figure out how I'm going to do it so it'll look pretty in the journal. But I think I'm pretty happy with it. All right. So next week I'll come back on and show you, hopefully my plan is to have it complete and show you the finished journal. So please come back to my channel and like and subscribe. And please know that you're very much appreciated. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And like I said, I'll be doing some more Merry Mondays, hopefully all the way up through Christmas. That's the plan anyhow. A lot of times I have good intentions, but sometimes they don't happen, but I am hoping to stick to it. All right, you have a great day.